night. How are we doing on this Thursday night? I hope we're all having a fantastic night. It is Thursday. Y'all already know, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. It's your boy Mike, and it is Nauti Hour. Yes, for the next 60 minutes, you have me, Big Naughty, for the next 60 minutes. I hope everyone's having a fantastic night. I hope you can hear me well. It is Thursday. I thought it was Wednesday. I was wrong. Thanks, Labor Day. But what's everybody up to tonight? Y'all like the new overlay? Like, I'm really feeling the vibe of this overlay. I feel like I'm a big old gamer now here on the YouTube space with this overlay. So I hope everyone is having a fantastic night. Let me go right into the chat and say hello, what's up, and all of that to y'all amazing people. First things first, Scott McNeil was the first one in here. However, I think StreamYard removed his comment. So, Scott, what's going on, my brother? Cameron Hawkins, you were timed out. Oh, man, you shouldn't make comments like that with the hammer in here, because he is going to time you out. What's going on, Cameron? Chuck Spencer in the house. Embarkation Nation. Julie Thomas. Slinky Ingle King. I hope you're all having a fantastic night. Will G, what's going on, my brother? I hope everyone is having a fantastic night. And tonight we're leaving it up to open conversation. So anything goes, right? Anything's on the table. Open conversation. We're going to talk about it all. And hopefully you don't get bored by what I'm going to talk about. But first things first, it's Thursday. It's Thirsty Thursday. What's in your cup? It's water. I got work in the morning, so we're not going that crazy. But it's water. Listen, I got some exciting news to talk about. I'm 52 days away from my next cruise. Oh, still so far. 52 days away from the booze cruise on the Carnival Glory out of New Orleans. Soon to be 51 days in about 2 hours. So there's that. Will G's drinking an IPA. There you go. IPA for the win. Gotta have that good IPA. IPA is actually my favorite beer of choice. If you don't know, now you know. Naughty Man likes his IPA. But I'm 52 days out from my next cruise. I got some amazing news today from Paradise Beach for anyone that's going on the booze cruise. So do me a favor. If you're going on the booze cruise, drop booze in the comments so that way I know you're going to be on the booze cruise with me in October. And then in a little bit, I'll tell you the amazing news from Paradise Beach, because that, I think, is some exciting news to have to share with everyone that is going. Not only that, Meg, what's going on? I can have all of your IPAs. I know you're the Caribbean wheat owl type. I know. But IPA is my favorite. It's one of my favorites. As I got older, I started drinking more and more beers and different beers, and IPAs tended to be that go-to for me. I love that hoppiness, the pure raw hoppiness of an IPA. It's amazing. But booze cruises in October. I have nothing on the books until then, but I have been looking. Couple 3 days out of Port Canaveral or Miami. Now, I really don't want to drive to Miami for a 3-day or a 4-day, but I will if I have to. But the one thing I really do want to talk about tonight and bring up is the fact that Virgin Voyages has canceled a ton of new sailings on the new Brilliant Lady, because again, we are hearing there is supply chain issues, there is crew staffing issues and things like that. So Virgin Voyages delays the debut of the Brilliant Lady and cancels multiple cruises due to supply chain and staffing issues. So if you had anything in 2024 on the Brilliant Lady, I highly suggest you check with Virgin, because you might not be able to get on the ship in 2024. It's very unfortunate. It's sad for those that have had bookings canceled, but Virgin's doing the best they can to make everything good with their cruisers, and that's one good thing. Kathy in the house. What's going on, Kathy? Julie, autocorrect. Beer is yucky. Beer is not yucky, Julie. I mean, listen, I'll agree that some beers aren't good, but beer is not yucky. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, and did y'all see the new Disney cruise ship, the Disney Treasure? I might get on a Disney cruise ship. I might get on a Disney cruise ship. See me traveling in the house evening, Mike. What is going on, Kurt and Marsha? I hope y'all are having a great night. And that's my besties, y'all. Kurt and Marsha, they're my besties. I will be on a cruise with them in 52 days. I can't believe it. 52 days. Listen, if you're on the Booze Cruise, you know I started creating post 100 at 100 days to go. We are literally closing in on the halfway mark of the 100 posts that I've started making way back when. It feels like it was yesterday, but it's been 40. Tomorrow will be 49 days. Posts have already generated and went out. Absolutely insane to think that 49 days ago, we started the countdown from 100 days to the Booze Cruise. It's insane. It's mind blowing. It's absolutely mind blowing. But with that being said, let's touch on this Paradise Beach thing, right? So I got a connection. I reached out to the connection, shot a message, got a message back. We're going to have a big old banner welcoming us when we get to Paradise Beach. It's going to say, Welcome Booze Cruise 2023. It's not going to be drawn on some chalkboard, no sandwich board, nothing like that. There's going to be a big old banner out there. So y'all be surprised. Y'all get your pictures in front of that. It's definitely going to be worth it. Embarkation Nation said, yes, I saw it was $10K for an interior for the three of us to go on the inaugural of the Disney Treasure. Crazy thing is, I thought about it for a second. Crazy thing is, Embarkation Nation is, I'm still thinking about it for a second. It's still there. I'm still able to go in and book it. I'm just not 100% sure I want to do the inaugural. And for those of you that know me, y'all already know, Naughty Man likes to spend some time in the casino. And that's one thing Disney does not have on their cruise ship. So, bummer. I'm like stuck between a rock and a slot machine. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Julie says Chuck and I will have to have our own booze cruise with the Loca fam. You got to go there, huh, Julie? You got to go there. Listen, I was this close to bowing out on the booze cruise and hopping on the Loca door, the Lalita Loca group cruise. I was this close, but if I wasn't doing so much, I probably would have, but I have to go where I have to go. So Booze Cruise it is. And I can't wait. I get to see a lot of people. Let me not like make it sound like it's horrible, right? Like I get to see a lot of people. I get to see Kurt and Marsha, Bruce. I get to have fun with Josh and Chastity. I get to see Scott. I get to see Cameron, Layla, Slinky, Matt. I get to hang out with everybody. Joe, Emily Flanagan. I get to hang out with the whole Locador crew and just enjoy myself. The only one that's going to be missing from there is Charles. And, that's what FaceTime's for, right? Me and Chuck will be on FaceTime in the casino. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Scott, why you gotta lie? Chuck, time Scott out. I don't like that comment. Julie, Mike talked me out of it to do the Booze Cruise. Deny him. I didn't talk him out of it. The ports that we're going to talked him out of it. And that's because the ports are exciting. So listen, I've been to Roatan. I've been to Costa Maya. I've been to Cozumel. This itinerary offers Cozumel as a repeat port, but it also offers Grand Cayman and Montego Bay, Jamaica. So the ports is really what sold me, Scott, and everybody else on this. And it gives us the opportunity to sail out of New Orleans again. New Orleans is absolutely an amazing port to sail out of. If you had the luxury of sailing out of New Orleans, you already know the fun times that you can have sailing out of New Orleans. If you haven't, I highly suggest you get with your travel agent or your best friend, your bestie, your personal vacation planner, your PVP, whatever it is, and you book a cruise out of New Orleans because New Orleans is absolutely amazing to sail out of. Going down the Mississippi River, it takes you about 8 hours to get out to open waters from the Mississippi. So it's absolutely amazing. And I can't wait. I get to hang out with a lot of cool people, get to have some boudin balls on Bourbon Street and some beignets before I board the ship. So I cannot complain on that part. Embarkation Nation, we are excited to sail with you and Scott on the Jubilee for New Year's Eve. I'm excited. I'm really stoked. That's going to be an amazing, amazing itinerary. Again, repeat ports, but it's an awesome ship. Kendall Fire as the cruise director out of Galveston. Absolutely can't wait. And it's New Year's Eve on a cruise ship. Like, how epic is that? I've never spent a holiday other than Halloween on a cruise ship. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to bringing in the new year in the middle of the ocean with my boy Scotty. We're definitely going to have a great time, and can't wait to meet everybody on that ship as well and just party it up. Slinky says, I blame the close proximity to Houston, the close proximity from Houston to New Orleans. I mean, listen, you gotta go where you gotta go, right? You're not that far from New Orleans. Scott's like 6 hours, so y'all are roughly around that time as well. But I loved New Orleans. It was absolutely amazing. It was a great city, had a good time, and can't wait to just get there in 52 days. Well, I get there 49 days. 49 days I get to New Orleans. So I can't wait for that. I would love to bring in the new year on a cruise. Do it. Book it. Book the cruise. Actually, I'm the guy. Send me a message. I'll book it for you. Don't worry. Bill G says that's 2 years in a row for you. For me, for what? For what? Sound on a brand new ship? Yeah, it's going to be 2 years in a row. Celebration last year, Jubilee this year. Can't wait. Absolutely amazing. Cannot wait. Oh, I'm so stoked. Like, you have no idea how excited I am. I want October to get here, right? Because I'm going on the Glory, so I can't wait to do that. It's going to be an amazing time. But I'm like ready for October to come, then November and December to get on the brand new Jubilee. I definitely cannot wait for that to happen. Julie, New Orleans is your favorite? Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely amazing. Jennifer tries that. What's going on, Jennifer? I hope you're having a great night. Great group of creators. Well, Will, we appreciate that very, very, very much. But anyway, on to other news. Let's talk about the MSC World America. World America 2025. Now, y'all already know 2024 is going to be an epic year for me. Starting off the year, or ending 2023 and starting off 2024 on a brand new ship, the Carnival Jubilee. February, I'm on the Vista for the Boats and Bros 3. And then April, I am going on the brand new Sun Princess out of Rome, and then doing the Glory on a transatlantic back. But I have been looking at the inaugural sailing for the MSC World America in 2025. And that is going to be one of them ones that I go and push the book button on, because there's a lot of great people going on that I want to hang out with as well. But it's also one of, well, it will be MSC's newest ship, one of their largest ships sailing out of North America. So definitely have to get on the train, the maiden voyage of that out of the US, the inaugural sailing. So that's going to happen. But I want to talk about a couple things that have been crazy in the cruise news, right? So, like, there's some crazy things going on. Like, 26-year-old man vanishes off of a Carnival cruise ship. Like, how can we talk about that for a second? Like, how crazy is that to just nobody knows where you are, nobody knows anything. They can't see you on cameras, they can't see you on this, they can't see you on that, but you're vanished, like gone. Like thin air. Like, there's no way, right? Like, there has to be an explanation. There's an explanation to everything. Like, let's just face the reality, right? There's an explanation for everything. But where is this young gentleman? Like, you got a family of 40 plus people so concerned for this kid, and just nowhere to be found. Literally nowhere to be found. It's absolutely mind-blowing how there's no traces of him anywhere. The last time they seen him was 2 a.m. Then they said, someone said 7 a.m. they seen him, but nobody knows anything. It's absolutely insane. So if you're a prayer warrior, throw up some prayers for this young man. Hopefully they find him safe and sound, and soon, because it's absolutely insane that just pretty much vanish into thin air. Will G said vloggers and booze, hence 2 years in a row on a great cruise. Yes, Will G. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, Slinky, right. His cabin mate seen him at 7 a.m. on the day of debark. Like, that's the crazy thing. Like, that's what's blowing my mind, because we all know, right? 7 a.m. If you've ever sailed out of the port of Miami, you know 7 a.m. that ship is already tied up and docked in the port. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. 7 a.m. if you're in a balcony room, you're opening your balcony and you're already bunkered on the side of the dock. That's just the way it is. You're already tied up, and they're starting the process with customs to start letting everybody off. It's 7 a.m. Where'd you go? If you're not in the water, if you're not on the ship, where'd you go? And like Chuck said, check the mate's bags. Listen, it's not funny to joke about, and it's really not, but if something seriously happened, they got to get some answers, and they got to get something out there soon, because it's not just me that's concerned or me that's, thinking about it or anything like that. There's a ton of people out there in YouTube land and Facebook land and all that are genuinely concerned or curious about what it is that's going on. I'm thinking maybe he stowed away somewhere, or maybe he was on his way back to the cabin, got a little drunk, found his way into a crew quarter area, got lost, and he's in some crew quarter area that nobody knows where he's at. That's what, best case scenario, right? Is like he's found on the ship within this voyage they're on now. And that would be great. But then there's the downfall of things, right? Like there's a ton of people attacking Carnival right now because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Well, what's Carnival supposed to be doing? They did everything they were supposed to do. They called the Coast Guard. They called the police. They had the people on the boat. They were searching on the ship. They were searching in the waters. They did everything they were required to do, and even more than what they were required to do. And then they were cleared to set sail. So they can't cancel a cruise for X amount of passengers over the next couple of weeks in search of one passenger who went missing. And it's unfortunate, but that's the way it goes, I guess you could say. Like business as usual, it still would have to continue on, but hopefully this person's found safe. They're found unharmed. Maybe they're stowed away. Just send up them prayers if you're a prayer warrior. That's for sure. I know the family could use it. And let's see. What else did I see in the news that I wanted to talk about? Oh, next week's topic is going to be a pretty good topic. I'm not going to talk about next week's topic too much, but somebody called me right before I went live and said, hey, listen, what if I told you I had an email from so-and-so from 2 years ago that described or asked questions like a survey about a new private island? And I was like, that's interesting. Send it on over. So that email was sent to me, and I looked at that. That's definitely going to be a topic of conversation for next week, because from the drawings and the schematics that I'm looking at, it looks amazing, a lot of fun. And if it is a water slide, I can promise you now, I'm going on it. I am going down that water slide. If it's a water slide, I'm going on it. So that's next Thursday's topic of conversation. But there's been a lot of crazy things happening in the cruise news lately the last couple of days. And I usually don't report on cruise news. Cruise news is not something I typically report on. But I got to ask one question, because this was a topic of conversation between me, Scott, and Chuck yesterday. Scott has friends that are on the Celebrity Fiona right now in the Guadalupe Islands. And we were talking about that cruise, and we decided we would look up the cost of that cruise. So with looking up the cost of that cruise, now keep in mind the Celebrity Fiona is a expedition ship. It has the capacity of 100 people. So it is literally 100 guests on board the ship with 80 crew. So the crew to guest ratio is pretty much 1-to-1. Now the max capacity is 100 guests, double occupancy cabins. But not only that, every room is a suite. So there's no insides, there's no basic balconies. None of that stuff. It's all suites throughout the whole ship. Now, for a 10-day cruise for 2 people, $24,000. I got to know. Would you spend $24,000 on a 10-day cruise? Y'all let me know in the chat. Y'all let me know if you'd spend $24,000 on a 10-day cruise. Now, keep in mind, it's an expedition ship. So everything's included. Your drinks, your gratuities, your Wi-Fi, your excursions, your things like that are included, because you're doing everything on like Zodiac boats with groups of other people. It's literally 100 people. You're talking about a cruise ship that's only 333 feet long. So the length of an NFL football field at 100 yards, 333 feet long, 8 decks, I believe it was. Let me see. I can pull it up here. 8 decks. Ba, 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 ba. Celebrity Flora. I was probably saying that wrong in the beginning, right? Celebrity Flora. So it is literally, it was built in 2019. It started in service in 2019, right? So May of 2019. Top speed is 14.5 knots. Guest capacity is 100 people, and the crew capacity is 80. So again, you're at that 1-to-1 ratio. There is a total of 8 decks. So literally just eight decks. So you can imagine that there might be 1, maybe 2 elevators. But at 23,000 for 2 people, that's a lot of coin. That's a lot of coin. 23,000 for 2 people. Now, I'm not going to lie. I would do it. I would book that cruise. Now, would I book it for 2 people? I don't know, but if they don't give me a discount for a 1 person, I'm not booking it either. It's definitely not in a lot of people's price range, and that's completely understandable, right? But now here's a question that rose with Chuck. It's a celebrity cruise line, or it's a celebrity cruise ship. If you sell celebrity and you get casino offers, would that casino offer work on that specific ship? I mean, listen, there's sailings to Alaska right now on Carnival that cost you over $6,000 for 2 people. For 2 people, you go to Alaska for $6,000 on a Carnival ship. Depending on the cabin, depending on the time of year, the itinerary, right? It could cost you up to $6,000. But with a casino offer, you could be like me and get a suite and only pay $800 to go to Alaska. So would that work with celebrity to go on the Flora? I can tell you this, the amount of money it costs to go on that ship put me on the Flora. It literally gave me a heart attack and put me on the Flora. I'm not lying. $23,000. It's a steep number. And that was in like the beginning. That was the cheapest we could find was $23,000. It went up higher than that. Some weeks it was $28,000. Other weeks it was $34,000. I can't see spending that much money. Now, if money was no object, don't get me wrong, I would literally drop everything and go because only 100 people can experience that at any given moment. So you're a part of that number, right? You're a statistic in that number. So being a part of that number is absolutely insane. But again, $23,000. Blaine, what's going on, my brother? I hope you're having a great night. Y'all so naughty. Slinky said, I'll rent a yacht instead. Robin in the house. How are you doing tonight, Robin? I kind of like folks with that kind of money wouldn't be my kind of fellow cruisers. Now, let's touch base on that topic, right? So we go on cruises so much. Different cruise lines, different times of the year, everything like that. How many people do you think on that cruise ship that you're on at any given moment is loaded? I mean, completely loaded. Like Christine Duffy of Carnival loaded. Don't have to sail on Carnival, but they choose to sail on Carnival because they love the fun ship. I think there's people out there like that. And I'll tell you why. Because I was in the casino on the Luminosa and I watched this guy have over 130,000 points on his casino card at the slot machines. So if your man is up there with 130,000 points and I'm a heavy gambler and I only walked out with 8,000 points, that could show you right there how much that man's more of a heavy gambler than I am. So I'm pretty sure there's loaded people. We just don't know it. It's crazy. Blaine said, I'm buying me a car for that price. You're going to hook it to the back of the toy hauler? That would work, right? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy some of the things that you see when you get out and you do more or you sit and you talk with somebody, right? Like I talked to this guy, and the first thing he said to me was, because I said to him, I said, how many hand pays was that for this cruise? This was like day 4, day 5. And he was like, oh, it's like 14, 15. I was like, man, I wish I get that many. And he's like, listen, man, the grass ain't always greener. It's just the amount of fertilizer you put on the grass to make it green. And I was like, yeah, that's the truth, bro. You going pretty hard in a casino. Do you know how many Priuses I could buy with that much money? One. Prius is like 28 grand, ain't it? I think it's funny my can disappears because of the green screen. I'm drinking the ocean, y'all. Salty. Salty. But it's absolutely crazy when you sit back and you look at certain things and you see certain things, but I don't know. 23 grand for a cruise. That's a little high for me. So let's play a little trivia. Y'all ready? I'm gonna ask a question, and without Google, I want y'all to name the oldest Carnival ship. The oldest Carnival ship. No, Chuck, I don't know how much yours was. Salty, that's what she said. There goes Blaine again. Nope, Kathy, not the Glory. Yes, Jennifer tries that. The Elation. Yeah, look at that. Jennifer tries that. The Elation is the oldest Carnival ship. 1998. Slinky said, Blaine, eat pineapples. That still exist? I mean, you can go that say still exist. But no, according to this list, it's the Elation. Elation is the oldest Carnival ship, 1998. And according to this list, the newest ship is the Carnival Jubilee, 2023. Now listen, if y'all can give me the cruise ship, let's make this fun. All right, let's do this. Let's make it fun. There was 2 ships built in 2004. What was those 2 ships? And whoever gets it first, I'm going to send y'all some naughty swag. 2004, 2 ships. What are those 2 ships? I got to cheat because I don't even know. I got to have a list over here. And I know somebody is out there in Google land right now going, Carnival 2004 ships. Nope, it's not the Miracle and Sunrise or Sunshine. I'm Sunshine. Hello. Nope, not the Magic or the Breeze. Jennifer tries that again. The Miracle and the Valor. There you go. Boom. Those are the 2 ships from 2004, the Miracle and the Valor. It's crazy, right? So if you want to know like certain stuff, it's really easy to find on Google, but Cruise Hive puts out some amazing stuff every day. And this is something that they put out in an article that gave you Carnival's cruise ships from newest to oldest in a list. And you could click on the links and find out more information on those ships. So Jennifer tries that. Do me a favor, go on over to Facebook, send me a private message in Facebook, and I'll send you out some naughty swag. But listen, y'all ready? It's been since August 4th. So I've been home for 30 days that I've gotten off a cruise ship. I will not get on a cruise ship for another 52 days. How many of y'all think that that's going to work and that's going to last? And I'm not going to get on a ship until October 29th. I've been waiting for the pineapple. Oh my God. I did not. It's literally packaged up sitting over here. It's literally packaged up sitting on my counter. I could not for the life of me remember who I needed to send that to. I'll send it out in the mail tomorrow. I promise. I'll put some other stuff in there and I'll get it sent out to you first thing tomorrow. Meg says, nope. LOL. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make it another 52 days. Listen, that's like 80 some days. That's a whole 3 months in between cruises for me. I really don't know if I can make it. Look at Blaine with them dad jokes. Sounds like a dream come true, Will. Yes, it is a dream come true. But you know what the miracle will be, Blaine, is if I get on another ship. One can dream. Listen, it's going to happen. There's a couple itineraries that I was looking at that are quick little 3 days right over the weekend. Might be able to make that work. It might not be Carnival. It might be Margaritaville at sea. So I can do like a recap of how it's been since I was on it in June of last year versus now. But I'm not 100% sure yet. And it might not be a cruise at all. It might be a ferry boat ride from Fort Lauderdale to Bimini for 2 days. But who knows? It's all up in the air. It's crazy to think that 80 some days I've not been on a cruise ship. And that's not okay. I need therapy for things like this. All this miracle talk, can't wait to sail her again. It's a miracle if you get on there. I'm going to get on there. Don't you worry. I hope to get my pin by the time the B&B rolls around. So hold on a second, because this is where we're going to get a little information here. So hold on a second. Let me show you something. These were packaged up today, and just because I'm going to do it, I'm going to open it. I'm going to open it. Boom. Sticker, pin, double pin, Julie. They were going out in the mail tomorrow. Now I got to repackage this one. But yeah, they were packaged up today. I just got to get them sent out in the mail. I was going to send them out last week, but we had that whole thing with the hurricane, and then we had the holiday on Monday, and then I changed runs with my job. So this week's been a little hectic. I haven't, did what I'm supposed to do. But I did get a vlog out last week. I got a vlog out this week, and I got a vlog ready to go next week and a vlog for the week after that. So y'all got 3 new vlogs coming over the next 3 weeks. So y'all check that out. Shane, what's going on, brother? Sorry, I'm late. What did I miss? Well, in the beginning, I took my shirt off for super chats. So we can do that again if you throw a super chat. That's pretty much it. Now, we were just talking about some crazy cruise news that's been happening over the last couple weeks. Other things like my upcoming cruise on the Booze Cruise, and if I'm going to get on another ship before the 52-day mark on the Booze Cruise, which would be like 88 days. So, crazy. Scott says, are you going to hop on the Margaritaville at sea? It is not out of the question. It's something I've been looking at. They are having a few sales at the moment, but the problem I have with the Margaritaville at sea is the timing on the sailings. So for me to be able to make it work to where I don't take that much time off of my full-time job, I would have to go certain like days of the week. So depending on the day that the sailing leaves versus when the sailing comes back, it's a little tough. So they have one that leaves on Saturday for $140 and then comes back on Monday. So that would be like the perfect sailing for me. I really don't want to do a Friday to Sunday. I really don't want to do a Monday to Wednesday because that's taking more time off work. So it's definitely going to be, one of those Saturday sailings. But again, Saturdays are higher prices, but it's well worth it depending on when I can make it happen and if I can make it happen before October. But that's the plan. Try and get on something that's quick, close, not too far away. I wish they had some 3 days out of Tampa. I know MSC used to do it, but they're no longer there since the restart. So it's a little tough to find something that's relatively close and quick. Cameron's not going to bed. He's not going to sleep. He's watching the football game. I thought about putting in for his postal service, but I sure love working remotely. So the postal service is great, right? Like I love my job. I make great money doing what I'm doing. Um, it's not bad. Great benefits if you get in with the post office itself versus a subcontractor, and it's great for retirement, man. So if you're one person that's looking to retire, that's definitely one of those things you want to check out and jump on. And if you're ex-military, you get all your time served for the military as time served with the post office. So you can be hired with the post office from day one. If you did 5 years in the military, you got 5 years of service already within the post office. So you're not at the bottom of the seniority list. You're 5 years up on the list. So it actually works out in your favor. Loved your Alaska vlog from the Luminosa. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have next week, I have what's next week? Juneau. Tracy gave me crabs video. That's the video that's dropping next Wednesday. It's scheduled for 8 o'clock at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to leave it at 8 o'clock or it's scheduled 7:45 at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to leave it at that time, but that's currently when it's scheduled for next Wednesday at 7:45. It's Tracy gave me crabs and I seen whales. I did. I'll tell you right now, I seen whales. I had a blast. I had a whale of a time. It was absolutely amazing. And I can't wait to just get back to Alaska and see more whales and go on longer whale watching excursions and things like that. It was absolutely phenomenal. One of the best things I could have ever done. And I was always against Alaska, so I'm definitely going back. And in 2025, there's going to be a group cruise announcement for Alaska. So check out for that. Yeah, that'd be about it. That's pretty much it. Sent you my address on Facebook Messenger. Perfect, Jennifer. I'll get that out to you first thing tomorrow. Forenzia inaugural. So I'll be honest. Let me see here. Let me pull it up so I can be honest. I don't want to be wrong. I think that is the one that Cameron has been trying to get me on. Let's just pull it up here on Carnival's website. Man, my computer, I just type one thing in and it already knows where I'm going. Oh, so that's in May. So May 2nd. That unfortunately cannot happen, and I'll explain to you why. I won't be in the States, unfortunately. I'll be in Europe on my way back to the States. So that can not happen. I'm having a big month of April into May of next year. I'm doing the inaugural, not the inaugural, but I'm going on the brand new Sun Princess in the beginning of April, and I'm taking the transatlantic on the Glory back from Barcelona to Port Canaveral on the Glory. So unfortunately, that one could not happen, but we can definitely link up on a ship in the near future. I'm hopping all over. Doesn't matter, East Coast, West Coast, South, foreign countries, all of it. I'm hopping on a cruise ship no matter where it's at. Kurt and Marcia, nighty night. I hope y'all have a fantastic night, and I will see y'all tomorrow morning. If y'all don't already know who See Me Traveling is, y'all need to go check them out. 8 a.m. every morning, Monday through Friday. They do a morning coffee talk show, and they're my besties from Virginia, and they're so close to 1,000 subscribers. They are literally like right there. They're like 110 away from 1,000. 1K is all they need. They're so close. So if you have some room on your subscription list, please go check them out. They're amazing, amazing people, and you won't be disappointed. Blaine said, did you know Alaska is high on my bucket list? However, my bucket list is a pal in comparison to some. Did you know that I didn't know that? But now I do. Listen, Juneau's amazing. If anyone is to go to Alaska, I highly suggest you. I hate to say this, but I'm a firm believer in not doing excursions, right? I always think you should go to the cruise port, enjoy the cruise port, and then the next time you're there, do excursions. I highly, 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 highly recommend 100% without a doubt, do excursions in Alaska. Don't wait to book excursions. Book them right away. They sell out fast. Do it right away. As soon as you book your cruise, even if it's not paid off, book your excursions because they sell out fast. You can't get them if they're sold out. and they're not guaranteed by third parties. So definitely book them right away. And let me tell you something. They are some of the best excursions I've ever done. They are some of the best I've ever done. I had a whale watching excursion scheduled in Juneau for 5 hours of whale watching. It was like an hour of a drive and then 4 hours of whale watching. Unfortunately, that got canceled, so I had to book a last minute excursion. I had the small group whale discovery book that was canceled. So I had to book a quick excursion, and it was called the Express Whale Watching. It was a total of 3 hour excursion, half hour to the ship, or a half hour from the ship to the boat, an hour on the 2 hours on the boat, and then a half hour back from the boat to the ship. It was amazing. I seen salmon spawning up the river. I seen a bear snatching up salmon out the river on the way there. I seen a bald eagle snatching up a salmon and eating it on the post. I got amazing pictures of that. I seen a mama whale with a calf just living up life in the bay there. It was absolutely amazing. It was Auk Bay. That's where we went to see the whales. It was absolutely incredible. But book them excursions. I did that in Juneau, and I got crabs from Tracy's in Juneau as well. I also went and walked around, spent some time at the port. It was absolutely amazing. Then we did Skagway, and I did the White Pass Summit with Skagway. The train takes you all the way up into the mountains of Canada, turns around and comes back. Some breathtaking, amazing views. And that's going to come not next week, but the following week. That vlog will drop. They're all scheduled. They're all ready to go. So they're going to drop regardless. But the next 2 weeks of vlogs were the absolute best 2 days of my Alaska cruise that I thought I had an amazing time on, and the excursions were well worth it. Blaine, gonna send me a message after the show? Shoot away, man. I'm always here. Alaska is amazing. I went in the beginning of August and we saw tons of whales and otters. So I went at the end of July, beginning of August. So July 27th, I left, and then I came back at the beginning of August. But it was absolutely amazing. Like, mind-blowing beauty everywhere you looked, no matter where you went. It was absolutely amazing. Shane making a C's 5 a.m. your time. So, yeah, so See Me Traveling goes at 8 a.m. Eastern. Does anyone in the group that might be impacted by Hurricane Lee? So I haven't seen anything about Hurricane Lee yet because it's still so far out. I know they're projecting it to be a category 5 at like 150 miles wide, but I don't think it's anywhere near close enough for them to determine whether or not it's going to make landfall here in Florida or if it's going to veer out into the Atlantic or anything like that. I think you should always do excursions on your first trip to any port, see the country. So that's my thing, right? Like, I'm the opposite. I don't think you should do it on the first time there. I think you should do it on the second time there. So if you're there the first time, I think you should get out, explore, see the country, see the local scenes, get the local food, eat the local stuff. And if that port isn't something that's big and and breathtaking to you, then you know the next time you're there, all right, excursions it is, right? So I do it opposite way, but either way is fine. I mean, listen, as long as you're seeing the country and you're taking in the sights, the sounds, and the beauty of the place and the local cuisine, that's really all that matters. Slinky says, who has the best Harmony of the Seas blogs? So right now, if you're looking for like a vlog video, I just watched one the other day. Let me see. I tell you, this is a kid. Pretty sure he's got it on there. And if he does, go check him out. He's an awesome, awesome kid. He's 18 years old, and he does nothing but royal. What's going on, everyone? Trying to see if he has a playlist. Yeah, I can't see if he's got a playlist or not. I'm not 100% sure if he's got them on there. I was watching some of his stuff the other day. Like Will G said, Coach Carusa has some good ones, but there's this kid. His name is Tyler. He's got a channel called The Tyler Show. If you listen to the Peer-to-Peer podcast, He was on there the other day in the peer-to-peer podcast with me and Josh from the Moonlight Adventures. He is 18 years old. He lives in Central Florida, and he knows everything Port Everglades, or not Port Everglades, Port Canaveral. He knows everything Port Canaveral. He's young and upcoming. He's also known as the cruise ship junkie, the cruise junkie. He's an awesome kid. 18 years old, got an amazing channel. It's called The Tyler Show. So check him out. He's got some good stuff. Coach Cruz got some good stuff. And Royal Caribbean Blog has some good stuff on there as well. But Tyler would be the number one guy that I personally would go to. You're very welcome. Okay, so Will G said Coach only has Carnival. So no Coach Cruz. At least not yet anyway. I'm pretty sure Coach is going to make a branch eventually in the future. And listen, if y'all like Coach Cruz, y'all need to go to Spotify and y'all need to download the Peer-to-Peer podcast. That's from me, the Naughty Cruiser, and Josh from Moonlight Adventures. We do a podcast every month. We shoot it live here on YouTube, and then we take it over and we put it on Spotify. And every month we have different creators on with us. So far, we've had Coach Cruz. We've had Tyler from the Tyler Show. We had the Moons on there, and the first episode was just me and Josh together. So make sure y'all check that out. It's Peer-to-Peer. It's a play on words, P-I-E-R, the number 2, P-I-E-R. And it's an awesome podcast. We do it every month. This month, we've had Tyler on in the beginning, but at the end of the month, we're going to have Mike Lovelace from Lovey's Fat Life on, and we're working on some big guests for October. And for those of you who already know who I'm talking about for October, y'all keep that a secret. Y'all keep it hush-hush because they don't need to know that until October when they tune in. Jennifer, I hope you have a great night. I will send that package out to you first thing tomorrow. I don't have work until 2:30 in the afternoon, so I'll get that taken care of and get it sent out to you. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, y'all. Like that's the night. That's how it's been. It's been a pretty crazy last 2 weeks with the hurricane, with changing schedules at work, with the kids starting school and then out of school because of the hurricane. They literally gave me hope. My children went back to school and then they said, hey, you're going to have a hurricane, so your kids are going to stay home for the next 3 days. And I was like, come on, y'all just let them go back to school. But it's been a little crazy. It's been hectic, but that's it. That's life. That's what we do. We love our kids. We love our jobs. I'm not being forced to say that. I'm saying that willingly, but that's it. That's what we do. That's what we love. And without all of that, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. And without y'all, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. So this is where I ask you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Ring that notification bell. Leave a like. Leave a comment. Share it out. Tell a friend. Tell a family member. If you got pulled over and you were watching me, tell the cop, hey, subscribe to the Naughty Cruiser. And that's pretty much it, y'all. So right now it's just wait for the next 52 days till I can get on a cruise ship again. I can't wait for next week's show. I really can't wait for next week's show. Next week's show, I got to do a little research, but next week's show I think is going to be pretty good. And if you haven't seen the vlog yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go on over to the page and go watch the vlog that dropped yesterday. It's called Luminosa Embarkation. But in that embarkation, there's a burger taste test video, a 1-bite video at the end of that vlog, because the Luminosa does not have a Guys Burgers. It is called Off the Grill. So y'all need to go check that out. Is it Guys in Disguise or is it No Frills Burgers? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be a spoiler. Spoiler alert, it's Guys in Disguise. It literally tastes just like Guys Burgers. It was absolutely amazing. And Shane with the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everybody. I love each and every one of y'all, and I thank y'all for hanging out with me and sticking it out. I know there's a lot of y'all that are on the East Coast, and I know it's late at night. And if your boss yells at you in the morning, tell him the naughty man was the reason you were up late. And when he goes, the naughty man, you can just literally show him my channel and then get me another subscriber. So, yes, Robin, that was more than 1-bite test. Listen, I ate the whole burger. I'm not going to take a bite and then that be it, and then I get up and walk away from the burger. No. I'm a big boy. Big boy ate all the beef. And I put bacon on it. So it was even better with bacon, hot peppers, and pickles. I tell you right now, it was literally guys in disguise. And I love when Slinky drops in that emoji with the googly eyes and the glasses with the mustache. That's literally what it was. It was guys in disguise. It tasted identical to Guy's Burgers. It was a smash burger. That's literally, the toppings bar. Everything was set up. The only thing was you didn't have the Guy Fieri decor or the Guy Fieri vibe. You had literally a guy selling burgers or slinging burgers, not even selling burgers, slinging burgers behind the grill. But it was amazing. It tasted delicious. It even came on the metal plate just like Guys. And I'll be honest with you, the burritos and tacos was just like Blue Iguana. I did have one downfall with that, though. The tortillas were not freshly made. They were like some Walmart bought flour tortillas. But other than that, everything still tasted the same. The toppings bar was the same. The pork, the fish tacos, the chicken tacos, it all tasted the same. So that was Blue Iguana in disguise, which we're going to call Green Gecko burritos, because I just want to call them Green Gecko burritos. But it was that. It was guys in disguise. So, but everything was amazing. I had a great time on the Luminosa. I'm still getting over this head cold, but it was absolutely amazing. And Julie, I love Nauti Hour too. I love Nauti Hour. It's a great hour. I hope everyone has a good time here at Nauti Hour. I try to make y'all laugh, which isn't really hard because I'm just like a stand-up comedian. Well, right now I'm a sit-down comedian, but I'm just a funny guy, right? Like I love making people laugh. I love having a good time. And y'all are my people. That's why you're here, because y'all are my people. And my dog's looking at me like, yeah, bro, you don't have people. You don't. That wasn't a sign for you to get up and come closer. Go away. Go away. That dog don't like me anyway. That dog don't like me anyway. Green geckos sounds bad. So we can't call it Blue Iguana, right? Like Blue Iguana in disguise. That's not as catchy as Guys in Disguise. So what are we going to call it? It's got to be a catchy name, because I haven't done that vlog yet. That vlog is still in the process of getting edited. So that one's not out yet. So what are we going to call that one? I don't know. Chameleon? Is it Blue Iguana? Or is it Chameleon Burritos? Who knows? Naughty, smash that button on the way out. You already know. Naughty, smash that button on the way out. Perfect time for my 7 p.m. my time, Pacific Standard Time, Star Trek TOS. Next on agenda, and Walk the Dog. You're now part of my Thursdays. Well, Shane, I appreciate it, man. I am here every Thursday. Unless I'm not here, then I let y'all know ahead of time if I'm sick or something like that. But it's very rare it's very rare that I cancel a live. I usually don't like to cancel my lives, but last week I was so under the weather. I couldn't breathe out the nose. I was coughing constantly. And the last thing I wanted y'all to hear was every 2 minutes. So I canceled last week, but I'm back this week. And I'll be here next week too. Drinking seawater. It's crazy. Because even like the teal on the can disappears because of the green screen. So what do y'all think of the new overlay? Like, what do you think about the overlay? You like the border around my face? I do that because I don't have to get everything perfect, positioned perfectly for the green screen to work. So if I like eliminate this, you can see like the edges around the green screen. But if I put it on, there you go. You don't see none of that anymore. It's just a perfect image of me. Iggy's Incognito. There you go. There you go. That's a good name for Blue Iguana. Is it Blue Iguana or Iggy's Incognito? That works. You just can't say it too fast because you'll get confused on how to say it. But that works. That's a good one. Good job, Julie. That deserves another naughty pin, so I'll put 3 in your pack. But that works. Yeah, Iggy's Incognito. That's what we'll call it. But all I know is the next couple sailings I'm on, I don't have to worry about Guys in Disguise or Iggy's Incognito. I will be on the Glory and I will be on the Jubilee. So I'm good with the offerings they have on them ships. Listen, I don't know. I know a lot of people are like Guys Burgers for embarkation day lunch. I'm Blue Iguana all day long. Like Blue Iguana is my thing. I get on, I got to get a burrito or some tacos. That's the first thing I go for. However, I did enjoy that burger at Guys in Disguise a lot more than I thought I was going to. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll change it up and do a burrito on one and then a burger on another and then a burrito on one and then a burger on another. Listen, I got it. Burrito and burger, put them together. Burger burritos. Bang. Burger burritos. Jess Meg coming in. Yes, Blue Iguana is my go-to. Listen, I love a good Blue Iguana taco. But if I take a taco and put it on a burger, listen, now we're just talking fat guy food. Listen, I'm all about that food life. Like y'all know, man, like every one of my vlogs, I include or incorporate some type of food, right? Like, cause I'm big on the local area. I want to eat local. I want to eat where the locals eat. I want to do what the locals do. So I have to go and experience local food. So that's always something that's going to make it into the vlogs. That's never going to be something I don't do. Every one of my vlogs is going to have some type of food incorporated in it. And I tell you what I do look forward to. I look forward to C-Day brunch. So if you're going on the booze cruise with me, y'all already know C-Day brunch. And yes, Scott, to answer your question, I will be going live from the booze cruise. Scott's going to be my cameraman. There's a lot of events that are being hosted. So Scott's going to be following me around with a camera. I just opened up a private message between me, Scott, and Chuck, and I should not have opened that until I was over because now I really want to laugh. Oh my God. If y'all could be part of my messenger, y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. I love my guys, man. They always make me laugh. They know right what to say, when to say it. And get yourself some friends like I got. The Locadors are absolutely friends, but for first and foremost, they're family. So get yourself some family and friends like I got, because I tell you right now, on your worst days, they bring you up. And on your good days, they beat you down. But they bring you back up just to beat you down. But they're awesome. They're my friends. They're my family. I love each and every one of them. Oh, Julie, it wasn't nothing bad. It was just, let's, Chuck says you're welcome. So he said, I'm shocked. I don't want to say it. No, let me not say it. He's shocked about something that didn't get brought up. So we're going to leave it at that. If you want to type it in the chat, Chuck, you're more than welcome to. I don't think he's going to type it in the chat. I don't think he is quite the comedian. I really don't think he's going to type it in the chat. Blue Iguana breakfast is amazing, Robin. Their breakfast burritos are awesome, and their huevos rancheras are even better. Scott McNeil coming in with the disguise. Listen, it was funny. He was picking on me about something, but I'm not going to say it. He should be the one to have to say it. And if he doesn't, that's on him. Look at Slinky. Say it, Chuck. Say it, Chuck. So Chuck's being quiet now. He ghosted the whole chat. He's not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. For legal reasons, I'm not gonna say it for legal reasons. I don't want to say that on live for legal reasons. I don't want to get demonetized, but if it's a comment, then somebody can remove that comment very quickly, right? Like, I mean, can I time him out still, even though he's blue? I don't know. Can I? I can remove your comment, Chuck, and I can time you out. So if you want to put it in, I'll remove it. You should see my messenger blowing up right now. I'm going to go because I got to FaceTime Chuck now. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all already know what to do. It's that time for y'all to stay naughty. I will see y'all next week. Until next time. Until next time, y'all know what to do. Y'all stay naughty. Peace.